Hi, I'm Carlise Burke, and welcome to An Actor Travels. This is my first Actors Travels video, and I really wanted it to be so different than it's going to be. Last year, this time, I was either in Ghana or on my way to Ghana, to Accra, to be exact. It was a birthday present to myself. I often travel for my birthday because it falls in between Christmas and New Year's. It's a time when most people are traveling. Hollywood is usually closed, but for this year, it seems unusually busy this time of year. But it's a good time for me to get away and celebrate. When I was younger, I used to think that this whole week was dedicated to me. And so I still try to keep that tradition going whenever I can. I was so excited about going to Ghana. I wanted to go to Africa. I've been to so many other places in the world, but I really wanted to set foot in Africa. I wanted to go and see what it was like. My people are from Africa. That's where we came from, right? Us brown people here in America. And so many people talk about these wonderful experiences that they've had and these wonderful feelings and epiphanies and being connected to the ancestors. And I wanted to have that experience, but unfortunately, I did not. And it wasn't because of Africa. It was just a Murphy's Law kind of adventure. You know what Murphy's Law is. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I can't even describe it, and it has taken me an entire year to process. I don't even really like talking about it because I really have to dig deep to find the joy and the greatest parts of this journey. It was about a week long. And so I just made a little list of things to get all the negative juju out of the way. And I plan on leaving it here this year, 2024. I don't want to go into 2025 with this energy. I was never going to talk about it, but let me just get it out. And now when people ask me, how was your trip to Ghana? I can refer them to this video. Okay, so first of all, I couldn't get my Uber from my home to the airport on the way to Ghana. For some reason, I don't know if it was a glitch or whatever, but I could not connect. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. I was panicking. I was trying to find other cab services, which who knows how to do that anymore because of Uber and Lyft. What neighbor could I call? People are out of town and don't want to be bothered and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, finally I kept trying. I did get my Uber to the airport, got on my flight, all is well. The first night I'm in Ghana, I'm sitting there having a welcome dinner with the other people that I was traveling with and the travel group that I signed up with. And I get a notification on my phone. I'm in Ghana, Accra. I get a notification on my phone that someone is using my credit card in San Diego, California. We haven't even connected to the Wi-Fi yet, so I have to sit through dinner until I can get back to the hotel to handle this. And it's not always easy handling things from out of the country, and other countries are harder than others to connect with the internet, your bank, your this, your that. But I got it taken care of. Moments before whoever this person was ordered another round of chicken wings on my card. Poor person must have been hungry. I don't know, but that's not my problem. Don't use my card. I have traveled all over the world. So most of the time as a solo traveler, but I always meet up with people in a group, or I meet up with people that I know when I get there. Well, this was a very small group of young ladies that I was traveling with. I didn't know them. I should have had my first clue when we had our kind of meetup on Zoom and nobody turned their cameras on, which I found very, very strange. But anyway, they were really rude and nasty and very unpleasant to be with. I don't know what I did to them or what energy I was putting off, but it almost seemed like they had it in for me. For some reason, they were very much younger than I, but there was no respect and they were just rude. Just very, very, very rude. And you won't see them in any of my pictures because I will share some footage after I rant for a few minutes. But they were the rudest young ladies that I've been around probably ever. I mean, people are rude in the world, and I usually get along well with rude people, but I was kind of stuck with them due to the circumstances, and that was just horrible. But my saving grace was my dear friend, Deborah Johnson. They call her Mama Ayo in Ghana. She moved there to retire, and she came out of the bushes, literally out of the bushes, to hang out with me whenever I had free time. So she was my angel. She was my saving grace because my travel companions were just nasty, just like really unlikable young ladies. Educated, they seem to be. They're traveling. They didn't all know each other, but they sure, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Again, Murphy's Law. I don't know why any of this was happening. On my birthday, one of the reasons why I went was because of the events that this travel group had planned. So I go, and on my birthday, there were 3 events planned that most people that have been to Ghana said should never have been planned on the same day. I'm a woman of a certain age with a knee that needs to be replaced. And so physically, it took its toll on me. It was not presented to me in the proper way. I asked about it. I was like, are you sure I'll be able to do this? Because da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All the things I just told you, right? And they said yes. And they lied. They said it was like a hike, a little hike up a hill. It was like climbing Mount Everest. Stone, steps. It was just horrible. And then after that, and then we did a rope walk at the end of the climb. But I did it. I was just determined. I mean, I can be very determined. And I was like, I'm going to do this. I am going to do this. Yeah. I just looked down. Get me off this rope. Get me off. Get me off now. Get me off. Right now. Get me off. Oh, no. I'm almost done. Oh, Lord Jesus. Woo. Okay, I'm good. Ah, ooh, ah.
I know you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Ah, I'm almost done, y'all. I'm almost done. Oh, God. Can I? All right, here I am in Ghana, coming down from that bridge I showed you. Mama needs a walking stick. Mama needs a walking stick, but I got this. Listen, let me tell y'all, don't ever give up on your dreams. Don't ever say you can't do something, okay? Because you can. And I'm not so vain that I didn't take this stick. All right, y'all.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you now. 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 Hip, hip, hip. Hooray!
Then after that, we went to the area where the slaves were taken from Africa by ship, stolen, and brought to America. More stones, very emotional. And I'm about, like, my body is completely worn out. And then after that, we went someplace else to go to a naming ceremony. God for Mama Io. Oh gosh, she saved me. She was the one that took me for authentic African food on my last day there, because it was just she and I hanging out. And that's when I finally got true, delicious, authentic jollof rice and red. I need you to teach me how to do the banku.
So take a pinch of your banku.
Just take a pinch.
Yeah, take a pinch. And you always wash your hands. And I saw you
I
wash
did,
your
yes.
hands. I saw you wash your hands.
And now,
And then you take scoop. Yes. Yeah.
don't be afraid to get my hands dirty, right?
Exactly.
This
Don't
is
be
red.
Red.
And bite the whole thing?
No, you really kind of move it towards your tongue and swallow.
Okay, it's still in there though.
Yeah.
Keep swallowing.
Swallow. You don't chew it. You kind of swallow.
As a little kid, she took me to a marketplace that we had been to earlier that week, but she knew the people there, so it was much more relaxing. There were no tourists. Now my star ring and crown necklace are in here, and you're doing what now?
I'm boiling it in aloe.
Got my jewelry cleaned, and we just had a lovely, lovely, very relaxing time. I got this made, this dashiki type top. I picked out the pattern. I wanted it to be a dress, and the dressmaker, she had this pattern on, and it was fitting her like this, but I guess I don't have that kind of a body, so it's a little loose on me. I wanted it to fit differently, but I'm glad I asked her to make another dress for me. I brought a photo of a dress that has various patterns of material, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'll probably put some videos in of that dress, but I've already worn it on a couple of red carpets. But it's just lovely, a little off the shoulder, just gorgeous. I went to a very fun, like Afrochella kind of concert. Again, young. It was a very young event, although I saw a lot of different groups of different ages. I just, for some reason, I was not recommended to this group by anyone that I know. I took a chance, be careful with those emails. It could have been far worse, because I've heard some horror stories out there, but everything, turned out well in the end. But I wish I just had a better feel for everything. I did find some art that I brought home. I literally carried it. I carried it in my hands, waiting for that flight for 3 hours, and in the airport with very irate people trying to get home. And, but I carried it, and it's on my wall, and I have lots of little trinkets and memoirs around that remind me of the trip, because it still meant a lot that I went to Africa, which is right there. I think I was like right there. That's where Ghana is. It still means a lot that I went. I just don't have the greatest memories. I would go back again, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've already been back to Europe again since then, so I don't know what the future holds. But I just wish that I had a better time. And from a spiritual point of view, they talk about ancestors and the spirituality and the motherland and the dirt and maybe somebody's mad at me. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want me over there. Is it because I'm not from Ghana? My DNA is supposed to be from Nigeria? I don't know. But it felt like somebody did not want me to be there from a spiritual point of view, just in my head. So I'm kind of scared to go back, but I don't know. It would depend on the circumstances. So I didn't want to carry all of this. Oh, this even feels so good right now, just to breathe and just to let it out, and to have this story be somewhere that can be found at any time. I still respect the continent. I don't know anybody else that has had an experience like I have. But I don't know. I'm going to honor what I think the ancestors are saying. I don't know. I don't even know how to end this part right here. But I've been to Africa. I have been to Africa, and I'm going to leave it right here for now.